Hi,
What is your favorite quote of all time?
Quote, there is no such thing as favorite quote of all time.
Who said that?
I just did. Hi, we are Homo sapiens. I'm from planet Earth and he is from parallel Earth. I call myself Alpha and he is Beta. Today's video is his idea. So, care to explain?
Yep. We are in year 2021. My planet, the parallel Earth, as I told you earlier, doesn't have this pandemic. But I'm happy that Homo sapiens who are watching us right now on this real Earth have survived this horrible year 2020. So I thought, why not relax a little? Instead of reading, I thought we'd play a game between us, just to put a smile on our faces while we say goodbye to this horrible year 2020.
Sorry to interrupt, but year 2020 was good as far as I am concerned. I had plenty of early morning walks with Roy and without any noise of vehicles. The only noise was that of birds, and I liked it.
Yes. I get it, you hate humanity.
Yes, I do. Because humanity is killing something that I love dearly, nature. And year 2020, when humanity took a pause, nature revived herself. I don't care about economic growth of Homo sapiens. I care about growth of my own conscience, which happens in a solitary, lonely walks in nature.
Yes, I agree. Homo sapiens on your planet have messed up a little, but that's no cause to hate humanity. Anyway, those of us who admire humanity, congratulations for entering the new year without much trouble. So today's video is a game, and the name of the game is quote unquote. We'll quiz each other over who has written or said particular quote. No scores, no points, just a fun game. So let's begin.
First one, quote, before I speak, I have something important to say, unquote.
Don't know.
We'll give you a hint, another quote by same person. Quote, outside of a dog, a book is man's best friend. Inside of a dog, it's too dark to read, unquote.
I think it's Groucho Marx.
Correct.
Okay. Quote, classic is something that everybody wants to have read and nobody wants to read, unquote.
Sounds like Mark Twain.
Correct.
Quote, everyone has a book in them and that, in most cases, is where it should stay, unquote.
No idea.
Christopher Hitchens. This quote sounds like an advice to me.
Why?
I am a writer, Monkey. Wrote a novel a few years ago. Nobody published it.
Really? You wrote a novel? You didn't tell me before.
Yes.
About what?
That is topic for some other time, not now. Ask me next quote.
Quote, there are more books on books than any other subject, unquote.
I don't know.
Michel de Montaigne.
Michel de Montaigne. Quote, a book should serve as an axe for the frozen sea within us, unquote.
Don't know.
One of my favorite authors, Franz Kafka.
You like Franz Kafka?
Ready? Quote, many years later, as he faced the firing squad, Colonel Aureliano Buendia was to remember that distant afternoon when his father took him to discover ice, unquote.
Very easy. Gabriel Garcia Marquez, 100 Years of
Correct.
Solitude. Quote, happy families are all alike. Every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way, unquote.
Again, very easy. Leo Tolstoy, Anna Karenina.
Right.
Quote, it was a bright day in April and the clocks were striking 13, unquote.
Can't say I know this
You
one.
should know this one. It's George Orwell, 1984. Someday we'll talk about this book.
Yeah, sure. Quote, the sun shone, having no alternative, or the nothing new, unquote. Sounds like Samuel Beckett. Don't know the name of the novel. Yes, Samuel Beckett from novel Murphy. Quote, someone must have slandered Joseph K. For one morning without having done anything truly wrong, he was arrested, unquote. Don't know for sure, but I'm guessing your favorite writer, Franz Kafka? Yes, from the novel The Trial. Quote, for a long time, I went to bed early, unquote. Very easy. Marcel Proust, Swan's Way. Yeah, my favorite writer. You like Marcel Proust? Yeah. Quote, mother died today, unquote. Albert Camus, The Stranger? Correct. Quote, it was love at first sight, unquote. Joseph Heller, Catch-22. Correct. Quote, I am a sick man, I am a spiteful man, unquote. Yes, you are. Fyodor Dostoevsky, Notes from Underground. I assume your favorite book? Yeah. No wonder. Quote, I've never begun a novel with more misgivings, unquote. Can't say I know for sure. W. Somerset Maugham, The Razor's Edge. We'll talk about this book sometime. Sure. Quote, the history of the world is none other than the progress of the consciousness of freedom, unquote. Very profound, no idea. George Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel. Quote, history will be kind to me for I intend to write it, unquote. Winston Churchill. That was easy. Quote, the most effective way to destroy people is to deny and obliterate their own understanding of their history, unquote. Don't know. George Orwell. Quote, history doesn't repeat itself, but it does rhyme, unquote. Seems someone funny. I'll guess Mark Twain. Yeah, right. Mark Twain. Quote, history is a set of lies agreed upon, unquote. Don't know. Napoleon Bonaparte. Quote, those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it, unquote. I know this one. Edmund Burke? Correct. Quote, the human race tends to remember the abuses to which it has been subjected rather than the endearments. What's left of kisses? Wounds, however, leave scars, unquote. I like this quote. Very optimistic, but don't know who said it. Bertolt Brecht. For someone like you who claim to be much well-read than me, you are not doing good in here. Let's see if you know this one. Let's see. Quote, history is a pack of lies about events that never happened, told by people who weren't there, unquote. Not as difficult as you might have thought. I actually know this one. George Santayana. I have read and liked his philosophical writings. Okay, since you couldn't guess a single one, I'll give you an easy one this time. Quote, sin writes histories, goodness is silent, unquote. You should know this, it's easy. I'll give you a hint. He was a famous German polymath. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe? Correct. Quote, when the candles are out, all women are fair. It's an old saying, as you might have guessed by the mention of candles. The modern version of it would be, when the lights are off, all women are beautiful. I'm guessing that historian Plutarch. Correct. Quote, remember that the most beautiful things in the world are the most useless. Peacocks and lilies, for example, unquote. Don't know. John Ruskin. Quote, it is amazing how complete is the delusion that beauty is goodness. Unquote. I'm guessing Leo Tolstoy? Correct. Quote, youth is happy because it has the capacity to see beauty. Anyone who keeps the ability to see beauty never grows old. Unquote. I already told you Franz Kafka is my favorite. Quote, a man should hear a little music, read a little poetry, and see a fine picture every day of his life in order that worldly cares may not obliterate the sense of the beautiful which God has implanted in the human soul. Unquote. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. You gave me Goethe quote twice. Do you like Goethe? Of course. I wouldn't have thought. You don't come across as someone who like Goethe. Anyway, the truth, quote, the truth is not always beautiful, nor beautiful words the truth, unquote. Lao Tzu? Correct. Quote, I choose my friends for their good looks, my acquaintances for their good characters, and my enemies for their good intellects, unquote. This has to be Oscar Wilde for such a wit. You're right, Oscar Wilde. Quote, summer afternoon. To me, those have always been the two most beautiful words in English language, unquote. Don't know who said, but this quote echoes in me. Something I would have said myself. I myself like summer afternoons, quiet, ponderous, solitary, sipping on cold tea. Good to know. That was Henry James. Quote, absence diminishes weak passions and increases great ones as the wind blows out candles and fans fires, unquote. I heard it so many times in various ways, but I can't say I know this one. François de la Rochefoucauld. Quote, when women love us, they forgive us everything, even our crimes. When they do not love us, they give us credit for nothing, not even our virtues, unquote. Wow, nice one. Don't know who said it, but nice. Honoré de Balzac. Quote, where love rules, there is no will to power, and where power predominates, their love is lacking. The one is the shadow of the other, unquote. Carl Jung. Correct. Quote, love is a gross exaggeration of the difference between one person and everybody else, unquote. Oscar Wilde? Nope, it's actually George Bernard Shaw. Quote, sex is the consolation you have when you can't have love, unquote. Interesting one, don't know. Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Quote, be the flame, not the moth, unquote. Wow, you're quoting Giacomo Casanova? You don't come across as someone who likes Casanova. Don't underestimate me or my charm. And just because I prefer to be quiet and solitary and aloof doesn't mean I lack passion. Okay. Quote, a great fire burns within me, but no one stops to warm themselves at it, and passers-by only see a wisp of smoke, unquote. Don't know. It's Vincent van Gogh. Quote, I want to know what passion is. I want to feel something strongly, unquote. Yeah, it's easy. I think Aldous Huxley from his book Brave New World. Sure. We'll talk about this book someday. Quote, it is sad not to love, but it is much sadder not to be loved, to be able to love, unquote. Seems like you're trying to tell me something through this quote. I told you already, I'm just aloof, not passionless. This quote is by Miguel de Unamuno. Yeah, right. Quote, prejudices are what fools use for reason, unquote. Are you making fun of me? No. Is this Voltaire? Yes, Voltaire. Quote, if heart could think, it would stop beating.
Fernando Pessoa. I'm surprised you quoted Pessoa.
Why? I like Fernando Pessoa.
Me too.
Quote, life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced, unquote.
That existential philosopher, Soren Kierkegaard?
Correct. Quote, desire is the very essence of man, unquote.
I'm guessing Baruch Spinoza?
Correct. Quote, suffering is caused by desire, unquote.
Why, my friend? Why do you evoke Buddha so often? Well, why shouldn't I? He is your hero.
Quote, of all forms of caution, caution in love is perhaps the most fatal to true happiness, unquote.
Bertrand Russell.
Correct. Quote, all men's misery is derived from not being able to sit in a quiet room alone, unquote.
I guess Blaise Pascal?
Right. Quote, if God did not exist, it would be necessary to invent him, unquote.
Of course, Voltaire.
Quote, silence is the language of God, all else is poor translation, unquote.
Very profound. And you're quoting Jalaluddin Rumi now? See, you don't know me. There is a bit of a Sufi mystic in me. A man devoted to reason talks about being a mystic.
Quote, we live in the best of all possible worlds, unquote.
Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz?
But correct.
You're from parallel Earth, so do you mean real Earth or the parallel one?
Both are same. Mine is just better. And before you say anything that I contradict myself, I sound contradictory, but that is the truth. Quote, the individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. If you try it, you will be lonely often and sometimes frightened, but no price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself, unquote.
Friedrich Nietzsche?
Quote, you have your way, I have my way. As for the right way, the correct way, and the only way, it does not exist.
Friedrich Nietzsche.
Sometimes, quote, sometimes people don't want to hear the truth because they don't want their illusions destroyed, unquote.
Friedrich Nietzsche.
Okay, I think we should stop quoting Nietzsche to poke fun at each other.
Agreed.
Quote, life is never made unbearable by circumstances, but only by lack of meaning and purpose, unquote.
Viktor Frankl?
Correct. Quote, the more we value things outside our control, the less control we have, unquote.
That famous Stoic, Marcus Aurelius.
Quote, step out of circle of time and into the circle of love, unquote.
Jalaluddin Rumi?
Correct. Quote, life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality, unquote.
You're quoting Buddha again. No, sounds like Buddha, but it is actually Lao Tzu.
Okay. This one is especially for you. Quote, everything in the universe is within you. Ask all from yourself, unquote.
Of course, Jalaluddin Rumi again.
Quote, don't be satisfied with stories, how things have gone with others. Unfold your own myth, unquote.
Jalaluddin Rumi. Okay, we are doing it again, poking at each other with Rumi. I think we should stop here.
Yes, agreed. It was fun.
So, that's all for now. Bye.
Bye.